Welcome back to the Ouachita News Show. After the time change this weekend, we're excited to be back and bringing you the latest Ouachita news.
Well, I am so glad to be back in the studio this week, and I'm excited to report that as of March 15th, we only have one active COVID case. For more updates, check obu.edu/coronavirus.
That's awesome news, and I think Blythe has more good news about the weather this week. Blythe?
Good morning, Ouachita weather watchers. This weekend's time change has us all a little tired, but the weather's looking better for this week, and I'm sure sunny skies will wake us all right up. We have an 85% chance of rain today, though, and we'll see the lows in the 40s and a high of 70 for today. Tomorrow will be cooler with the lows in the mid-40s and highs in the mid-50s. It'll be windy and sunny with some cloud cover throughout the day. Friday will be mostly cloudy with a high in the 60s, and the weekend is looking extra sunny, so go out and enjoy the great weather. Saturday's high is in the 60s, and it will be partly sunny. Sunday will have plenty of sunshine and a nice temperature range with lows in the upper 40s and a high in the 70s. As always, predictions are by AccuWeather. I'm Blythe Epp, and that's your 5-day forecast, whether you like it or not.
Last week was a busy week for me with midterms, a job interview, and OSF obligations. And Izzy, last week was a really busy week for you too.
It was, Caroline. I had midterms, practice, and student senate elections. By the way, congratulations on your victory, Madam Secretary.
Well, thank you, and congratulations to you, Madam External Vice President. Sarah Collins actually had a chance to catch up with Madison McGee, who's the newly elected president of Student Senate.
Ouachita students elected Madison McGee as the new student body president, and she looks forward to making an impact on the Ouachita community.
A lot of people don't really know about Student Senate or are not involved in Student Senate, and I think it was great that two people ran against each other, raised more awareness that there's actually a Student Senate on campus. So I was really happy with the results. You know, win or lose, I was happy that people really got involved.
She's excited to unite the student body for the betterment of Ouachita and also for raising awareness for smaller clubs and organizations on campus.
I know that this year was kind of an off year, especially with Student Senate and all other student involvement, but I think next year is a great year to get back to student involvement and to really have this campus united again. And, you know, while we still don't know what that's going to look like, we can only hope that we can do more things than we did this year. I'm really excited to bring more awareness for smaller clubs on campus, things like Elder Serve or just little things like that, because I'm really involved in smaller clubs like Elder Serve, and I think they deserve so much recognition that they're not already given, and I just think it's a great organization. I'm really excited to get to know more people and to be advised and work with Dr. Sells, and I'm just really excited for everything.
Madison will serve on the executive committee with Izzy Bond, Maddie Darr, Caroline Derby, and Caroline Johnson. For the Ouachita News Show, I'm Sarah Collins.
Maddie Darr was elected the internal vice president, and Caroline Johnson will serve as the treasurer for Student Senate next year. This week, Student Senate started its class election, so be sure to vote for your class officers in the info portal this Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
For this week's Everyone Has a Story segment, Hannah Hickman has the story behind Anna Kate Velasquez's hand lettering business.
For this week's Everyone Has a Story segment, we're featuring Anna Kate Velasquez. Velasquez is a freshman Christian studies major with a business making stickers, prints, designs, and logos.
I would practice my calligraphy constantly without writing utensils or paper. I would just use my finger and practice in the air and imagine how I would look, how it would look and where I was putting pressure. My siblings were like, "Why do you always wiggle your finger around?" I was like, "No, I'm practicing calligraphy." So that was where a lot of it kind of started, and then once I realized I could make money off of it, and I had several friends and family members that were interested in me doing commissions for them, and so once that kind of started, I was like, okay, I can actually do something with this, and so I started investing in better tools. I got an iPad, I bought a Cricut, and so that's been kind of how it's grown from there.
Over the past year, Velasquez has found ways to uniquely serve the Ouachita community with her business.
If you go to a school like LSU or Alabama or whatever, some big SEC school or, whatever else, a state school, it's easy to go on Etsy or go on Pinterest or Amazon or whatever and find stuff for your school. Whereas at a smaller school like Ouachita, it's a little bit more difficult. So I think this is just an opportunity for more variation in design and just more opportunities for people to have a place to purchase that kind of stuff that they might want or that they want a gift or that they're looking for. And so I feel like that's kind of how it serves the Ouachita community. And again, just being able to take customs and stuff, I've had a lot of fun with that, especially with like the social clubs and being able to do stuff for some of the smaller clubs or less established ones. And so that's been kind of a neat experience, just being able to work with, people on the campus that may not have as much visibility and being able to design things for them and for, their groups and clubs.
For the Ouachita News Show, I'm Hannah Hickman.
You can find her various projects on Instagram at Hallelujah Hand Lettering.
Every year, the Scientific Connections classes have to make a movie centering around a certain theme. Aaron Jordan took the class last year and has turned his film into an actual movie. So here's more about the process behind that. What started in a science class is now a short film. Aaron Jordan is the director and producer of a short film entitled Crime City.
Well, it was on the syllabus for a Scientific Connections class, and right then and there, when he talked about it, first class period, I had an idea, and it was a Batman origin story of Bruce Wayne on another Earth trying to basically investigate his father's murder. Okay. It just came to me while I was writing, while I was thinking about it. But it stemmed from basically my past.
He pulled inspiration from his own life into his movie, but all of that came to a stop when COVID-19 hit at the beginning of 2020.
Shooting went through from January to February of 2020. And so I was sitting on this thing for over a year. And I edited every single scene that's in there. And it was just sitting there in my editing software for a year, and we didn't finish the whole thing.
Although they didn't finish the whole thing at the beginning, the short film is now done and available to watch this Friday, March 19th, on Aaron Jordan's YouTube page. For the Ouachita News Show, I'm Caroline Derby. Well, that's all we have for you this week.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Ouachita News and at Ouachita Weather Watch.
Stay safe, stay happy, and stay healthy, Tigers, and we'll see you next week with more of the latest Ouachita news.